Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Zalie. I haven't filmed in like 3 months. I've been absent, I just wasn't feeling it, I couldn't do it, but I am back and today I have a full face of first impressions. I have been overseas, I shopped up a spree, and I've got all these amazing new products that I want to give my first impression to you guys. So if you do enjoy today's video, please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell so that you're getting notified that I am uploading. And let's just jump straight into it. So I've got a really vast array of different products here. There's only maybe 1 or 2 that I have tried, so everything else is an actual first impressions. Let's start with the first product, primer. We've got the Tatcha, the silk canvas. Now this is one of the products that I have used. I couldn't help myself. You can see I've only used this a couple of times. My favorite way to actually use it, it comes with this little scoop thing, so for sanitary reasons that's great. Scoop out some product. I like to warm it up in my fingers before applying it all over the skin. And the way that I like to use this product is I actually like to let it sit on the skin for a good couple of minutes before going in with the foundation. I've just found I've got the best results doing it that way. The only thing that I have noticed about the silk canvas is that I don't find it to be as blurring as what it probably claims to be. So if you do have really enlarged pores and you are trying to fill in those pores, I don't think this would be the product for you, but it is a really beautiful product. It makes your other base products look really nice and definitely helps with the longevity. So I think we're going to start with eyes today. Now I only actually brought one eyeshadow palette the whole time I was overseas, and that was the Natasha Denona, one of the 5-pan palettes. This is palette 02. I actually just brought the I think it's the camel, is that what they call it? The newest palette that's just come out. The colors look like this. It's fairly neutral, so I am going to actually use this little guy as well. This is just some of my favorite makeup geek shadows, just to get a whole look out of it, because there is only one matte and the rest of the colors in here are shimmer. So you've got a purple, you've got a gold, you've got a taupe, you've got a shimmer which is a cool tone, and then you've got a shimmer which is a bit more of a warm tone. I don't use eye primers, I never have. Maybe it's something I should start doing. So I'm just going to prime my eyes with concealer. Now I actually brought 2 concealers. I brought the Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear concealer, and then I also brought the Kim Kardashian concealer in 02. So I might use the Mercier for the eyes, and I'll use a sponge to blend that out. I'm just going to put this all over the eye and blend just so that we've got a nice even base to start with. Because I don't have like a matte white, another product that I have, which isn't a first impressions, this one is actually just a repurchase. This is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in Light. I absolutely love this powder, so I'm just going to set my eyes with that because yeah, I don't have a just nice like white color in that palette, in either palette. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a fluffy blender brush, and I am going to pick up the first top 2 shades in this palette, and I'm just going to first work that into the crease. Okay, so now I'm going to take on the same fluffy blender brush this middle shade here. This is Shell, and I'm just going to further deepen up the crease with this color. Switching over to a large blender and blending this out. I'm really hoping the lighting is okay in this video. Okay, so now I just want to darken that even further, so I'm going to go back into this Makeup Geek palette, and I'm going to dip into this bottom color here, but I'm also going to dip in a little bit to this one here so it's not so dark, and just working that into the outer V. We want to take the purple in this palette and we're also going to pop this into the outer corner. We're pretty much just going to go over everything that we just done. So I'm picking that up on the same brush again. But this one I'm not going to so much take into the crease. I'm just going to keep it in the outer corner. Just going to pack that onto the brush. And then into the outer corner here. I really like the Natasha Denona eyeshadows. They are definitely quite different to anything else that I own. I purchased the Tropic palette this year. It's really beautiful, and I see that Natasha Denona is coming out with an all matte, so I have a feeling that like I will be purchasing that. I think it comes out in September. I will for sure be picking that up. I love her shimmers, love her mattes, and yeah, I'm really excited to see the reveal. They're just shown black and white, so I'm so excited to see the actual colors. It's called a Safari palette, so I have a feeling it's going to be lots of neutrals, like lots of greens and browns and just those really kind of neutral colors, probably some yellow tones in there. So the purple's just very subtle. Now what I want to do is go in with the gold in this palette and place that all over the lid. What I'm thinking is we might even carve that out with some concealer to really make it pop. So I'm going to take my concealer brush and I am going to grab that same Laura Mercier concealer and just grab something with a mirror here so I can really see what I'm doing. But pretty much all this blank space I'm going to cover with concealer, and then we will go in with that gold. So you only need a tiny bit of product on your brush for this step. Now I think I'm actually going to take my finger with this product. I find with shimmers in most palettes, using your finger gets the best results. And we're first going to just pack that onto that lid space. So pretty. Okay, so now I just need to take a smaller brush so I can really get in the inner corner there. So I'm just going to take my MAC 242 with that same gold color. And I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner here and just really tidy that up in the crease. Now I'm going to pick back up that same brush that we used with the purple, get a tiny bit of purple on that brush, and just blend the two colors together so we don't have any harsh lines. And that's how the eye's looking so far. So it's really pretty. I'm just going to quickly go in and do the other eye, and then we will get stuck into the base. Okay guys, I just finished off the other eye, but I don't know, I feel like it needs a little bit more glitter. So this is in our first impressions. This is a product I've had for a little while. This is the Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust. This is in Chemtrail. I just want to also kind of just pop this over the top of that gold, just for a little bit more sparkle. Oh yeah, that's so much better. Let's zoom you guys in a little bit more for the base, and so you can see those eyes a little better as well. I've got the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade Mont Blanc. I really enjoyed the sheer glow, so I wanted to try this one out. I've got my damp sponge, and I'm just going to take a couple of squirts of this onto the back of the hand. I'm hoping that the shade, because I went with a shade that I usually am in the sheer glow, but I am a little bit more tanned being back from holidays, so hopefully the shade match is okay. This one definitely has a lot more coverage than the sheer glow. Notice this to be as glowy yet as the sheer glow, whether that just comes as the day goes on, but straight off the bat, I mean, definitely super full coverage, and it's not a matte finish, it's more of a sheen, but I don't think it's quite as dewy as the sheer glow. But sometimes I find with your more dewy foundations, you don't always get that like really dewy look straight away. It's more as the day goes on. So that was one pump and it's pretty much done all of my face. I just need to do my forehead and bring it slightly down the neck. It probably is slightly too light because of how tanned I am at the moment, but that's all right. Nothing that bronzer can't fix. It's covering up all my imperfections really nice. Really nice. It's definitely a little of this goes like quite a long way. Like I've only used 2 pumps and the second pump wasn't even a full pump, and it's, yeah, it's covering everything. I don't really feel like I need to go in with another layer. I feel like that would just be too much. Yeah, so far I am really liking this. I'm definitely not a super matte girl, so I do like more of a sheen than a matte, so that's a plus for me. And it seems to be, you know, I'm having no trouble with application. It's going in for that primer really well. And that was relatively quick as well. Like I didn't really have any dramas getting that on the skin. So yeah, you can definitely tell the color difference. It is a little too light, but that's all right. This tan won't last long. I've got the KKW and the Laura Mercier. I did use a Laura Mercier on my eyeballs, but I mean, they both look really light. I think I've got shade 2 in the KKW and shade 1N. I might save this one for another video and I might go in with the Laura Mercier. I just really want to try this one under the eyes. And I feel like it's just slightly darker than the KKW. I really like the Laura Mercier. I've got one of her foundations. I can't think of what it's called. It's super full coverage. So when I saw this, it was a new release. I was like, yes. I haven't read any reviews on this product. I haven't really heard anybody talk about it. So let's see. The true test for a concealer is to be, well, for me, as you know, definitely full coverage. I don't like anything that creases under the eyes. I do expect a little bit of creasing. I mean, let's be real, I don't think any concealer doesn't slightly crease under the eyes, but the less creasing, the better. I've been really enjoying the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place All Day Concealer. Longest name ever, but that has been my go-to concealer for quite a while. Just using that blender to kind of like sharpen up the eyeshadow as well. So that has been my go-to concealer for a while. This one seems reasonably full coverage. I don't see any of my dark circles or pigmentation coming in underneath the eye. And it doesn't seem to be creasing. It doesn't seem to be sitting into the little fine lines under my eyes. So far, so good. To set that, I actually have the KKW Beauty. This is the brightening powder in shade 1. I've heard so many things about this, so I was like hella excited to get this. So I'm so stoked that I get to try it on screen with you guys. Let's see if it stands up to the hype. I mean, it's supposed to be super brightening, so let's see. I'm just going to type out any little creases. I'm just going to use this Morphe brush just here, and I'm going to use this to set the under eye. Okay. I think I see what all the fuss is about. It definitely gives a brightness under the eye for sure. I see that. Yeah, no, okay. I like this. It's not heavy under the eyes. It doesn't look cakey. It's definitely brightened. I've always gone in with like a powder that is made for the under eye. I never just use like my face powder for under the eyes. So yeah, so far so good for the KKW brightening powder. I was so excited to pick this up, and when I was like researching in the areas if it was available, everywhere said no. So when I actually went to the Lancome counter and they said they had it, I was like yes, because I've heard Jaclyn Hill talk about this. I've just recently run out of one of my was it the Cover FX, one of the setting powders, but it was like a luminous type of one, so I really wanted to get something else. I like a dewy glow. I like that luminosity to the skin. I think it looks really youthful. So this is the Lancome Absolute through powder. So this is a setting powder, and it's pretty much just got like a nice shimmer, nice sheen, shine to it. So there's some on the powder puff because I have actually swatched this, but pretty much it is just a finely milled powder that has luminosity to it. So I'm going to use this to set my face today over anything else, because I really want to, like, I could only swatch this on my arm. So I'm just going to pat some of that product into the lid. It comes in a couple of different shades, so depending on your skin tone, you do have a few different options. I'm just going to take this large Sigma brush, and I am going to use this to set my face. So I think the idea behind this product, from what the guy at the Lancome counter was telling me, is that it basically, the luminosity reflects off the light. So when you're standing like maybe in direct sunlight or under lights, you're really going to see that luminosity come through. That has just, yeah, set the face really nicely. I definitely, like, as I'm turning my head, I can see that light bit of glow. I hope that's picking up on camera. It's really pretty. I mean, I'll have to see how it wears throughout the day, like whether my makeup starts to break apart or whether it holds it into place. But so far, I'm impressed. I'm wondering if we should just quickly get brows out of the way, because brows are boring. I only just had my brows tinted yesterday, so honestly, when they're tinted, I don't really do much to them. Sometimes I will literally just put brow gel through them, but because I do have a product, I might just use a little bit of it. I have the Benefit Brow Zing. This is the Total Taming and Shaping Kit. So this is in shade 02. It looks like this. I actually have used the wax in this, so I might just put some of the powder throughout my brows. I don't know, that's what I love about having my brows tinted. I have pretty full brows, but because I am like naturally lighter, my brows are lighter, so I get them tinted, and when I get them tinted, they're pretty much like, I don't really have to do anything with them, and that's what I love. I love low maintenance brows. I have a really good brow lady, so she just shapes them perfectly. So if I do put in product, I honestly just put in a tiny bit where the areas are a little bit more sparse, which is mostly just like the upper area, the upper arch, and the tail of the brow. So I'm just going to put a tiny bit of product through there, not much. The color's really pretty actually, like that powder matches the color that my brows are now really well, so that's nice. Yeah, I mean, it's a brow powder, what can I say? And the other brow powder that I got, which I'm really excited for, I've purchased a couple things from Milk Makeup while I was away, makeup and skincare. I've heard such good things, but it's not available in Australia, so that was kind of, I had a list of things that I really wanted to purchase, because I tend to get like overwhelmed when I go makeup shopping. I see everything, I want everything, and then I forget about the things that like I've actually been eyeing. So this time I like had a list, I was like, okay, these are the things that I really want, and some of the Milk Makeup products were on that list. So this is the Kush Fibre Brow Gel. I have heard a lot of people talk really highly of the Milk Makeup products, so let's see. I mean, straight off the bat, it looks like it's like the color's nice. It definitely is the right color for me, but I won't be able to say kind of what I think as a full first impressions till more the end of the day. Really how I would determine what I thought was good about a brow gel is if it keeps my brows up all day. That's how I would, that's how I would determine if I like something or not. Okay, so we're looking the flat as a pancake, so let's do some bronzing. I actually only brought one bronzer while I was away. The Becca Radient Sunlit bronzer. It looks like this. It's really pretty. So I'm just going to start off with hitting that product on the temples. For blush, I own so many of these products, and I just love this whole range. This is the Clinique Cheek Pop Blush Pop in 05 Nude Pop. You can't get this color in Australia, so I'm stoked to go and see it overseas. Let's test this bad boy out, because I own about like 4 or 5 of these now. It's just a beautiful nude color. It's kind of got like slightly corally undertones. This is really soft and pretty, and I knew I would go with this look, so I think even this color actually has a bit of luminosity to it as well. It's not, it's like, it's probably more of a it's got more of a sheen to it. It's definitely not a matte blush, so We are going all out with the sheen today. So I got the Hourglass. This is the Ambient palette. So I've got 3 different shades in here. This one has been around for a really, really long time. It's a staple. I see a lot of people talk about this. The pan sizes are pretty good. So yeah, it did cost me a pretty penny, but I am excited for that one. But the one that I'm most excited for is this Dior Backstage. I really, really like the Dior Backstage, their whole collection. I wish I could have picked up more. So I'm going to take a Morphe Y14 and I'm going to dip into this nice white shade just here. Wow, I knew this would be pretty. What highlighter is ugly though? Like, let's be real. That is smooth. Oh wow. Okay, I am obsessed. I really, really like this. It's so pretty. I'm hoping I can get use out of, I'm not like really big into the gold tones. I probably could actually pull it off because I am like, this is tan for me. But yeah, usually I find because I am fairly pale that the gold tones just don't look good on me. So hopefully I can find a few different uses for the other shades in here. And what I want to do is, just because I really want to use this, I just want to pick up these first 2 products here. Because I know this is definitely more of a subtle glow, I'm just going to like really focus this on the front of the cheeks, where I'm more just targeted the Dior highlight towards the back of the cheeks. So just to really kind of bring in that luminosity in the middle of the face there, really kind of give me that glow. Sorry if you guys can hear my cat. I can just hear him out in the hallway. He's running around like a crazy person. I love him. I'm going to get him a sister. I'm so excited. Let's just do the lips and we're done. So I only actually brought 1 lip liner. So this is the KKW Beauty lip liner. I brought 3 of her lipsticks. I have shade 2, 3 and 5 in the nudes. So those are an option. So I also have this MAC lipstick in the shade Moxie. It's a really kind of bright, vibrant pink. I think that'd be a little bit too much for this look. And then I also got one of the Marc Jacobs Mocha Choco-lata. So this is like one of their lip gloss kind of things. Let's just first line the lips. This lip liner is so smooth. It's so creamy. This is so easy to use. I think because we've got like a glow happening, I think I do want to go in with the Marc Jacobs gloss. So just gonna wind this up a little bit. Okay, and that is the finished look done, guys. So just a quick overview of all the products that we used today. I really enjoyed the eyeshadow products. They blended really, really well. I've used Natasha Denona in the past, so my expectations were already high and it definitely didn't disappoint. These are on the pricier side, but they definitely are beautiful, and the 5PM palettes are much more affordable than her larger palettes. The foundation, I mean, so far, straight off the bat, looks really nice. Definitely full coverage, more full coverage than the Sheer Glow. So if you're wanting something, I mean, if you've used the Sheer Glow in the past and you want something more full coverage, I think that this one definitely provides more coverage. And it's a beautiful sheen, so you know, it's not super matte, so if you like that kind of look in a foundation, I think you'll really enjoy this. The concealer, I mean, it hasn't really been that long yet, so it's a bit hard to say. I'm like looking everywhere. I mean, it hasn't creased under my eyes yet, and so that's a good sign, because if it was creasing already, that would be a big fail. So yeah, so far so good. If my opinion changes on any of these products throughout the day, I'll definitely write that in the bottom bar down below. Where else are we at? I kind of already told you guys briefly what I thought about the silk canvas. Sorry, I'm kind of all over the shop here. The KKW Beauty, this is definitely super brightening, so I see why people are hyping it up. It looks really beautiful under the under eye. It's not a heavy powder. It just like brings a lot of light to that area. So yeah, I can see myself reaching for this a lot. Like I said, the brow products, they're brow products. Unless this like my brows fall flat and don't stay feathery all day, I don't really see having an issue with this product. The color's really great, and this too so far was really great as well. I love this Hourglass. It definitely is like that really beautiful soft glow. So if you want more of a natural soft highlighter, I think Hourglass, like compared to the Dior, this one's a little bit more blinding, this one's more natural. So depending on your preference, which one you would pick up. But yeah, loving both of those. The bronzer, really pretty, a little bit more warm toned. So yeah, I mean, most bronzers are warm toned. I didn't really dip into the highlight section of that. I think it might be, I don't know, I'll have to play around with that. It looks beautiful as I've applied it, but yeah, I'll have to play around with kind of rubbing that highlighter through there as well. I don't know, it might be a little bit much. The blush, beautiful. I love the Clinique Pop range. Their formula is great, their colors are great, they're super long wearing, they're really beautiful, so no issues with that. The lip gloss is beautiful, the lip liner was beautiful. Yeah, and this powder, very nice. I really like it. Like when I just turn my face, I can see that really soft oh my gosh, what's the right word? Anyway, I look very luminous. I have that luminous glow when I turn into the light. So yeah, I have a feeling I am going to reach for this product a lot. I think that was a rundown of everything that I've used. So I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm really excited to be back and filming again. So yeah, please, once again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell so you are getting notified whenever I'm uploading. And if you have any suggestions or you want me to film any particular videos, then please let me know. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It means so much to me, and I'm gonna see you guys in my next video soon. Okay, bye.